Way I see it, only thing waiting for you here is getting off or getting off. Place your bets.
Cause life is too short to be slow.
What did I miss this time? In
Brain dance chick is hiding something. No coincidence we already saw 2 tiger claws. They must control the building.
Arasaka and the Tiger Claws are in bed together. Go figure.
Every corp plays dirty, except the streets are more than that. They're filth. So the corps leave it to the gang. Suits collars and get soiled. Surprised?
No, I mean, if Evelyn wanted to disappear, especially from Arasaka, she could have done better.
This whole situation's bent over, cheeks spread wide.
Someone's in a great mood.
Not every day a half-brained dead chick drags me around a cat house on a wild whore chase. So having a grand old time.
You think Judy's lying? Why?
Little something called intuition, V. Ever heard of it?
Oh, so what you meant to say was you're full of shit. Got it.
Rage! Fury! Carnage! Rude! Follow your instincts!
70% real blood-dripping meat.
Slaughterhouse.
So hold up.
Satisfying
You take
your
a blow-up doll, remodel the hole, and that's cheap.
Welcome to Clouds, where we know what you're looking for. Would you care to jack into the terminal?
You realize personal links aren't secure, right? Could get hit with malware straight to my core. Into paying an arm and a leg for a Ripper doc.
We need data from your core to pair you up with the doll.
Meaning a biometric scan?
Just that. If anything goes wrong, you can lodge a complaint. But that's never happened.
Looking for an Evelyn Parker. She work here?
Give me a moment. Evelyn's not available at this time.
Need to see her. It's important.
The algorithm knows best. Trust me, it will choose a doll that will thrill you. Our dolls can change their hair and eye color in real time to look just as you wish.
I just want to talk to her, that's all.
Please, no need for concern. Your doll will talk to you about anything you wish. Jack in, please.
I'm sorry, did she finally say anything useful? Fuck the menu, let's ditch this waitress and take our special order to the chef, point blank.
Meaning?
Meaning you go in as a customer, keep a low profile. They want to keep their cards close, fine. We'll play our own game.
How could you possibly know what I'm looking for?
Clouds always knows. Your deepest desire? We find it. You'll have your needs fulfilled. And maybe much more. Less is not a word we use around here.
So how's this all work?
An algorithm pilots the doll's motor functions. It takes your profile data and transforms into experiences in real time. Memory dampers on the doll's behavioral chip block any recall of the session.
So there'll be no trace of the meeting.
Well, I could say yes, but that would strip it of mystery and suspense, wouldn't it? Once you're in there, you set the stakes.
You're saying it's not dangerous, but there's some risk involved.
That is one way to put it. One thing is for sure. You never get what you expect.
Consider my interest piqued. Alright, let's do this.
This will be a live session, so events may take an unexpected turn. But don't quit if you feel uncomfortable. You could miss out on something truly remarkable. If you feel unready to handle what comes next, you can interrupt the session immediately. Now for your safe word.
Samurai.
And saved. Now, bear with me a moment. Scanning your personal profile. You should see compatible dolls in just a second. Two matches. Interesting.
Is that normal, or...?
Who can say what is normal? You're clearly a unique person with unique tastes. Our system can handle it. So who will it be? Angel or Sky?
Rather go with Sky.
I couldn't have chosen better myself. Now for the payment, and you'll venture into the clouds.
There you go.
And the payments come through.
The entire floor is open to you if you wish to wind down first.
Sky awaits you in booth 9. Disconnect, please.
That it?
We have a strict no weapons policy here at Clouds. Please deposit any and all hazardous items with me. Clouds is one of the safest places in all of Night City.
Only two willing to spread their legs for you.
Thank you.
Sad.
We hope you enjoy your
Go
stay.
eat a dick, Johnny.
Guess that.
Hi, I'm Sky. And you must be... Valerie?
V. Just V. Only people who know me real well can use my real name.
Okay then. V.
V.
Oh.
V. Well, looks like this'll be interesting.
So, V. You're dying.
How'd you know I'm dying?
Deep inside. You fear this. Cower before it.
So what if I do? Why do you care?
Of all the voices in your head, the loudest is that calling for help. Look around. All of this is your doing.
There's something in those mirrors, way back.
It's a projection. Your inner landscape.
Just what I needed. Therapy with a robo-hooker.
I'm not here to analyze you. That's not something I do. I'm here to fulfill your deepest, most hidden desire.
Looking for someone named Evelyn Parker. Used to work here. Know her? Know where she is?
You need answers. That's clear. Just not the ones you think you need.
Asked you a simple question.
Evelyn Parker. Not the most important thing you're looking for, is she? I can smell your fear. You're afraid of something else.
Just answer my question. Tell me where Evelyn is. Don't have time for a debate. Why'd the manager say she doesn't work here anymore? When was Evelyn last here? You know anything?
Evelyn had her own story. before it collided with yours. But I know you'll find her. You always get your way.
You just gonna talk in circles? That it?
I can't help you if you don't want to be helped.
What's next? Meditation?
Something like that. Try me.
Think you know me well. Okay? Tell me what I'm so afraid of.
It's something you don't talk about.
Everybody's entitled to secrets. Got my own with good reason, too.
Say it. Say it out loud. Not for me, but for yourself. Hey, talk to me.
I snuffed it once and I'm gonna do it all over again. Got no idea how to stop it. There. Happy.
You're scared because you've given up on your dreams. What happened to becoming the best in all of Night City?
Still want to be the best. Never gave up on that goal. Chances of getting there are starting to look pretty slim, though. I just want the world to know I was here. That I mattered.
Instead of a dream, you're living a nightmare. You're afraid of being erased, as if you never existed. Or is it just the fear of becoming someone else? Different? Silent.
The people I've lost
Why?
live on in my thoughts. And that's what I'll be. A memory. Or just an annoying little voice in someone else's head.
You don't see death as destruction, the end, but as a change. That thought alone could save your life.
Think I might just be afraid. So I imagine these things to distract myself from the thought of the void. 'Cause that's about what greeted me before.
Fear is your most effective weapon in the fight against death.
So what now?
Now, you find out what it is you need to do.
Which is? You gonna tell me?
You've never backed down from anything in your life. Even when you maybe should have. You go through Night City knowing a stray bullet could end you while hailing a cab. But that's never stopped you from taking action. Going where you needed to go. And it won't stop you now.
But how do I keep up with everything that's changing?
You have been keeping up. You've made an impact. Not a single thing in this world isn't in the process of becoming something else. Likewise, you never look back. If you gotta kill, kill. If you gotta burn it all to the ground, then let it burn.
Thanks, for all this. Jeez. Don't even feel like getting up.
Few do. But everything has its end.
Samurai.
Oh, what's going on? Goddamn thing threw me out.
Need to talk to you.
Talk? You pulled the emergency brake, ripped me out just to talk? What happened? I do something wrong?
A lot of things been going on in my head lately. But this was different. Refreshing.
That's what we do at Clouds.
I get why people come here. Come back. But I need something else. Evelyn Parker. What do you know about her?
Not much. Everyone's got their own booths, their own problems, their own little bubbles. It's a fragile ecosystem. People like you barge in, violate it, try to rearrange. No. Ghost now, or I'll call security.
I need this info. Name your price.
Fuck you, your Eddies, and that girl of yours. I could get fired for doing something like this.
I'll make it worth your while.
All right, fine. Hand it over and get out before you land me in the shit.
Anything out of the ordinary happen here lately?
Fine. Heard a customer did a number on her. But that's all I know. Shit like that happens around here way more often than anybody'd care to admit. You ought to ask Tom. Two of them were inseparable, gossiping for hours on end.
A customer attacked her?
I guess. I don't know. Real mess that was. Security barged in, handled it. Things went silent. You don't go around asking questions here. Better off not seeing, not hearing. Keeping your head down.
Where'd it happen?
Her booth. Told you. She was with a client.
Can I just stand there or tell me a number?
11.
This booth occupied now?
Nah. I think it's been out of order since,
Need to get inside that booth somehow.
Yeah? And do what?
None of your biz. Can you open it or not?
Sure. Just don't bother me again. Ever. Talk to Tom.
Who's Tom?
A doll, like the rest of us. What do you think, an XBD star?
Where'll I find him?
VIP area. Booth 2, I think.
Thanks. See? You turned out to be useful after all.
Not bad. I can't get in? What's that mean? I'm here every motherfucking week!
You're not authorized to access the VIP area.
Oh, yes I am!
No, sir, you're not. You can take it up with the manager.
No, dog! I'm taking it up with you, here, now! You got any idea who I am?
Is there a problem?
This conk don't understand that I've got a right to be in there.
From what I can see, your VIP membership has been revoked.
Say what now?
Let's take a look, shall we?
Fresh, not too much. Put it to a wound rather than a kill. What's this?
Well, client wasn't the one who flew off the handle. Something bit her in the ass. What do you think? Cyberpsychosis?
Sounds crazy, but she could have been remotely hacked. A netrunner?
Weird.
Second floor is for VIP customers only.
Better keep this short. Sweet. Two brainwashed sex zombies in a single day is too much. Even for me.
More like hard life.
This place always this dead? Thought I heard a tumbleweed roll by.
Dead for you. Lively for others. For me, just... Right. What can I get you?
Got a house special? I'll take it.
What do you mean exactly?
Top shelf. Looking to put the edge on, not take it off.
It depends what you like.
Go with your gut. Surprise me.
really think they remember nothing.
Well, that's the whole point. They're not supposed to remember nothing.
Hi. I think something might have gone wrong here. Not really sure, don't have your details? Sorry, no idea what I'm supposed to do.
Relax. You don't need any data, don't need any deeds. I'm not a customer. Here to talk. To you, specifically. Not to be with a doll. Tom, is that it?
Uh-huh.
Need to get in touch with Evelyn Parker. It's important.
You and me both. Tried calling her a bunch of times. No luck.
Mean to say she's not here?
She had an accident. Needed to go to a special clinic in Osaka. Or Oslo. I think it was Oslo. For a new faceplate.
Osaka or Oslo? Which was it?
Oslo. Yeah, definitely Oslo.
That accident involved a client, did it? Found blood in her booth.
You know, shit like that happens here sometimes.
And everyone's cool with that.
We get new implants, recovery leave, and, well, sometimes even a payout. Now that I think about it, it is weird she went away so far.
Tell you herself she was skipping town?
Nah, just didn't show up for work. Wasn't picking up either, so I asked Woodman what was up. Told me she left, like I said.
Where can I find this Woodman?
Probably got his feet up in the back office. Except it's off limits to customers.
Woodman. Who is he?
Mr. Forrest. But everybody calls him Woodman. Never really known why.
Okay, Mr. Forrest then. What's his thing?
He's kinda like our caretaker. Finds new talent, deals with ugly situations.
Got it.
Could it be Woodman finally shed some light on this shit show? Man can only dream. The skull sponges in these dolls. Ugh. That's what they should be replacing.
So why, every time, do they restart the conversation where we left off?
Something's spooked them. Right there, see that? 2 a.m., they hauled every last security man to the club. Looks like they called Tiger Claws for backup, too.
Hey, no clients allowed in here. Well, dear, and close the door on the way out, would ya? As you can see, I'm very busy.
Looking for a girl named Evelyn Parker.
Got nobody working here by that name.
But she used to. What happened to her?
Probably did what all the dolls try to do. Found a unicorn to set her up for life. Ah, you could do better. Try Roxy over at booth 2. Same heart-shaped ass. Behavioural chip will do the rest. Won't feel any difference.
Look to me like a reasonable man. I think we can work something out.
And you look to me like a psycho bitch who's never been ghosted by her belle or beau before. But go on. I'm listening.
You've got info, I've got Eddie's. It's a fair trade. What's your price?
You need to pull your head out of your ass. Eddie's will buy you whores here, not snitches. I look like either of those to you?
Had a look at the menu here, and no, you don't look a thing like these meat puppets. More like a Joy Boy's cum rag.
You insolent bitch.
Well, aren't you the queen of fuck-ups?
You're not helping. Now what?
Hell, why don't you just scan the truth from his gray, lifeless eyes? Or scour his comp?
That just might work.
Sold her off to a ripper.
Chip was busted. Could have sent her to get it patched up.
A ripper named Fingers in a back alley for hookers. Sounds like a Joy Toy's wet dream.
I really don't. Full alarm.
I'm required to return your weapons. No, I'd rather not. Hey, I don't know anything. I just work here.
Nice work back there. Ever thought of applying for the diplomatic corps?
Think Fingers has got her? Think we'll find her there?
V, if I could see that far, I wouldn't be a fucking ghost on a chip in a corpse's head right now.
Don't have time to massage egos.
I respect that.
Of course you do. You'd have loved to drop an H-bomb on this place.
No need to go so OTT. I've got other methods. One thing's for sure, though. Claus won't forget this. You had a plan, you tried, fell flat. Now you're flat. Don't look in any condition to find Helmut. The hell's that? No, damn it!
Jesus, the fuck do you want from me?
It's all going too slow. Gonna decommiss before we learn how to rip the chip out.
Wanted me dead. Said so yourself.
Made it pretty clear since that I changed my mind. Want you to live now.
Asked you already. What the hell you want from me?
I got a get out of jail free card. I'd be a fucking fool not to take advantage. See, me and Arasaka, we got a half-century-old score needs settling, and I plan to do it. That's what I need you for.
Never been recruited into a terrorist cell before.
Listen,
honored,
I
actually.
know things. Where we can save your life. Who can help us do that? You'll get rid of the chip. I'll smash Sokka. Win-win, kid. Soul Killer's what we need. And Makoshi's how we grab it.
irritating hallucination, right? Just ignore
And you're
you.
a walking corpse. Should just wait till your mind shrivels to nothing and frees up space for me.
You fucking asshole.
But it should be obvious. I've decided to help you. Need to find something first. 7 letters. Starts with an M.
Okay, so this Mikoshi, what is it exactly?
Okay, basics. If you're jacked in, cruising the net, Arasaka can use Soul Killer, an AI, to trap, fry, and pack away your psyche, your mind, and your soul. Following so far?
Sure. That's how you became a construct.
Exactly. Now, Mikoshi's the place Soul Killer operates out of, where it stores its victims' engrams.
Still don't see how Mikoshi's linked to my chip problem.
Not the brightest bulb on stage, are ya? 50 years back, ops on the human mind. Mikoshi was the sole place on Earth where they did anything like that. Bet it still is today. Telling ya, all roads lead there. It's where we'll settle our biz. You yours, me mine.
And, how you plan to smash Arasaka this time? Got another nuke tucked away?
This time bomb's named Alt Cunningham.
I'm supposed to know who that is.
Not yet, but you will once we find what we need. For now, we got no time to lose. Need to get inside Mikoshi.
Promised I'd call, didn't I?
Promising's one thing, keeping it's a whole other bag. So, managed to learn anything?
Evelyn's not at Clouds anymore. Behavioral chip was damaged. Apparently they carted her off to a Ripper dock goes by Fingers.
Oh shit.
Know where to find this Fingers character?
Yeah, runs a dinky chop shop off Jig Street. Fuck me. Guy's all kinds of bad news.
Heading there now, to find her.
I told her to stay the fuck away from Clouds. Alright, later, V.
What's important?
I may have found a solution to the problem. I have established contact with an old friend from Arasaka. He's here in Night City now. He's well connected to certain influential people.
That's gonna help us how, exactly?
There will be a meeting. You, me, and this friend of mine. You will tell him what you told me. The truth of events at Konpeki Plaza. I have little hope that he will be convinced. But it will be a start.
Of all people, you ought to know Night City tests everyone's reliability, even that of old friends. Sure about this guy? Trust him?
Many times we have had the opportunity to kill one another. Yes, I trust him.
Fine. Where's the meet and when?
Japantown. After sunset. I am sending you the precise location. I'll see you there.
Vibe. Place has a wicked vibe. So, ready?
So, there's more up your alley than clouds.
Hey, at least here you know what you're getting.
Here, kitty kitty, what's the rush?
He tipped you for free? Fuck off!
Yeah, gear looks a little basic, but it works.
So he didn't ask for any money? Nada? Not even installments?
Like I said, he just finished and said, see you next time.
Considering renting or purchasing a niche for yourself or a loved one? Get in touch with administration at North Oak, Colorado.
Hey, V! You hear me?
Loud and clear. Don't need to yell. What's up?
Doing a little competition. Shooting. Prizes and all. You know, over here with the range.
Uh-huh, that'd make sense.
Well, you in?
Didn't think big parties were your thing.
Yeah, well, it ain't a big one, but, you know, running low on heads. Gotta bring in the clients. Attract them and shit.
Could try selling iron straight from factory. Skip the whole part where you tinker for hours on each little shooter.
V, my dignity, please.
Renting or purchasing a niche for yourself or a loved one?
Sure, I'm in. When?
Well, right now. We'll wait on you. See ya.
No, I'd rather live here.
Hey, hands off!
Just
Think I'm scared of
turn
your
off
skinny
the light.
ass?
You will
Summer
be when every
means
mox
rain.
in town descends
I
on
have to
shit.
sit in the basement the whole
You got a
time.
financial claim? Take it to court, you pussy.
That's why every now and again I gather some of the world's latest snippets for a segment I call my bullshit bulletin. President Myers has officially unveiled a new megachurch in Salt Lake City. Malaria outbreak this year, and its second month without 170 people were killed in a shooting in Chicago's South Side. Politicians in Washington have called it a massacre. Locals have called it a typical Tuesday. The Gulf Coast is in tatters in the wake of Category 5 Hurricane Zebediah. This is already the 30th named tropical storm to pummel the region this year. Unevacuated locals are running low on basic supplies. And meteorologists likewise on names. That is all for this bullshit bulletin. I'm Ruth Zhang. See you next time.
You owe me, and you can fuck off to greener pastures.
I don't owe you shit!
Oh, but you do. And that shit has a name. Something around 20 thou.
What? Come on, you pulled that number out of your ass!
Hey, what's that tone with me, you skank? Hey, look in the mirror. Who paid for all that? Think Fingers would have fixed a cracked faceplate for free? You want out, you gotta pay me back.
Hope that teaches those candy-ass
V,
cocksuckers
hey.
not to come round here no more.
Hello? There's a line.
Nuh-uh, you ain't cutting.
Sit your ass down and wait your turn.
Fingers guy. You know him?
Heard some things, yeah.
Like...
His hand sometimes slips.
Glad to see a familiar face.
I'm worried sick about her, V. Had no idea anything had happened.
We'll find her. I know we will. After the heist, Evelyn holed up with the Mox for a while, right?
That's right.
So why the hell did she go back to Clouds?
Thought she'd be safer there. God knows why. Tried to get her to see straight, but she wouldn't listen.
Mox don't happen to have fingers in their crosshairs.
No, why?
Her Joy Toys come out of his clinic in worse shape than they come in.
Yeah, well, can't solve all the world's problems at once. We're gonna be here forever, I just know it. Maybe you could talk to those girls, see if we can cut in front?
Why me?
I don't think they like me. Just give it a shot. That or come up with something better.
You seen a woman with blue hair around here? Had a doll chip.
Think I know who you're talking about. Fingers worked on her, sure.
She's still here?
No idea. Gotta ask him.
My friend here, she's in really sorry shape. Couldn't let us cut in front just this once.
Of course. Honey, be my guest.
Well, now hold on a sec. Didn't seem so bad just a minute ago.
She's a toughie. Keeps it inside, mostly.
Now try to open those luscious lips of yours. How about now?
Come on, let's go.
Wait, something's wrong. Can't see nothing but a blur.
Faceplate's previous owner had a longer face than you. Edges are stretching your optic nerves. Don't worry. Your eyes
I think he's done. We going in?
Eventually. Yes, hello. What can I do for you?
Need a minute of your time.
A minute? That's all? Shame. Could watch those juicy lips of yours flap for hours, days. But I'm busy right now. You, I recall, you visited me before. Whereas you, I can't quite place. Let me guess. Tiger Claws?
I'm with the Mogs.
Ah, the Mogs. Enchanté. So, what brings you here?
These girls know you're chipping faulty implants?
You might say so. I'd say they're the very best I can find. See?
What's in it for you?
Whatever they have to offer. And they always have something to offer.
You're a sick fuck. Know that?
What do you two want?
Heard you help the working girls around here.
Well, very few children will play with broken toys. So when skin goes flabby, sockets go out of whack, implants malfunction, I'm sure you get the gist. You pay for goods, you expect top quality. Consumerism 101.
Please. Scrapyards offer better quality than this.
Evelyn Parker. Need to know where she is.
Step into my office, please. Many girls come through here. So many. But let me put it to you this way. I believe in giving each of them the personal touch. Ask anyone. I'm more than a chop doc. See, I know what people truly want. To be flattered, praised, patted.
Went jittery soon as I mentioned her name. Don't try getting out of this. I know you remember her.
I have a neurological condition. It's not easy living with tics. Really, I'd love to help, but if only I knew who you were talking about.
Focus, V.
Forrest. Name mean anything to you?
Nope.
They call him Woodman. Works at the dollhouse.
You talked to him?
Didn't like Woodman's tone. So I made sure he'll have a tough time speaking for a while. Not too fond of you either right about now. So careful what you say.
Poor girl. Tried to help her, I did. But as you can see, this isn't exactly a state-of-the-art facility.
Mentioned you couldn't help her. Help her with what, exactly?
If I only knew, I wager she'd be standing here, happy and smiling. Instruction register on her chip was burnt to a crisp. Tried replacing it. Nothing.
Damage was caused by a netrunner using homebrewed malware.
Sounds about right.
Get to the point!
point. Ah, yes. Well, I haven't the faintest idea where she is.
Enough of this bullshit! What'd you do to her, you freak?
Now, either you put a muzzle on this creature, or put her down. It's impossible to have a conversation with her around.
Don't talk to her like that.
She insulted me!
Look, the quicker you spill, the shorter you'll have to put up with us. Now, Evelyn Parker, where is she?
Could very well be on her way to becoming the next underground braindance darling. That's all I know.
What do you mean by underground?
I don't know. I mean, I don't watch that sort of stuff.
Snuff? XBDs?
I told you I don't know.
You sure about this?
4 days I had her here. She was out cold in La La Land for practically every minute. It wasn't a slumber party. We didn't have pillow fights and promised to send each other postcards.
Where will we find her?
How many times do I have to repeat myself? I don't know. I did what anyone in my place would do. When I realized I wouldn't be able to help her, patch her up, I called my fixer. 2 guys came and picked her up the same day.
Who'd you call? Who's your fixer?
Wakako. Told her I had a busted doll with a BD implant to hand off.
Where did they take her?
I told you already. I don't know. They weren't the talkative kind, and I'm no gunk. I know better than to ask questions of people like that.
You're no gunk? What do you think? Why'd all these girls come in here, let you grope around them? Think it's for your charm? Your caring attitude? They do it because they got no choice. And in the end, they despise you. They can smell you're pathetic.
These guys, what did they look like?
Like you, me, anyone else in this city.
Really now, they looked like you.
They looked like the kind of guys you don't make eye contact with. One of them was a bearded fellow.
The 2 that came for her didn't say anything about where they'd take her, what they were gonna do to her.
Mentioned something about virtues with a moth, of all things. Said she'd be perfect for them, whatever that means. But that's really all I know.
You pawned her off like she was some fucking inanimate mannequin.
Because that's exactly what she was.
Need air. I'll be outside.
She, overdid it a bit. Timber's been running high lately.
Yes, well, you're a far more reasonable beast. Prettier, too.
Let's keep this debate simple. On that, I think everyone will agree.
I let her go back to Clouds. Could have stopped her, but I didn't.
Trust me, Judy. Compared to the pieces of shit I scrape off my shoe every day, Fingers doesn't come close to being half their brand of rotten.
Got no fucking words, V. None.
Losing our cool won't do us any favors. It's a waste of time.
Oh, I'm cool. Real fucking cool with the fact that Ev's probably already dead.
You don't know that! And I'm sure as hell not gonna squander precious minutes we could spend looking.
Only lead we got's an XBD. Where's that get us?
We also know we're looking for something related to the Death's Head. Better than nothing.
I don't get your optimism. Still sounds like a big fat nothing to me.
Death's Head symbol bring anything to mind. Anything. Doesn't matter how small.
This industry... I mean, market's looking for every kind of fetish out there. It's cavernous. But an XBD outfit'd be on the move almost always. Makes them harder to nab, harder to sting.
Need to figure out where they're scrolling this stuff. Gotta be a rat hole of some sort. Doubt they do much shooting on location.
Yeah, gotta be somewhere quiet, out of the way.
Could be we'll see something to point us in their direction in one of their virtues.
Ugh, have to be real gonks to leave a clue.
Got a better idea?
Matter of fact, I do. A domain called Pleasures of Night City. There's a twin of it on the dark net.
Every kind of thing goes on there. Might stumble on something useful.
Let me think for a sec. Darknet domain. That's our best bet. Let's stick to the plan.
Fine. Here's hoping you turn up something useful. I'll wait in the van.
운전자 여러분, 주시기 바랍니다. 지정 장소에 주차 시 도난 및 전자조작 피해를 입을 수 있습니다.
Tell me about your fantasies, honey.
Shit, her implants are older than I am.
Can't believe she finds the spares to keep them running. You, got any real meat back there?
You mean from animals? Don't be ridiculous.
Yo, ever try rainbow poppers? Purple haze? Got every color under the sun, I do.
Show me the range.
Where's your cute little ass rushing off to? Slow down. Treat yourself to a little RELAXXX.
Right here. A curbside massage.
No. Gotta pay extra for that.
How you look is all that matters. With Angelique Cosmetics, you can be anyone and have anything.
Got something that'll keep you wet for hours.
Couldn't have been just a bit more careful.
But I was. And I gotta work out, you know? If anyone wanted to see a jelly roll, they'd sit at home and... Look in the mirror.
Raw, untouched. Raw's all you get with me. What's your edge? Want something that'll floor me. Really scramble the neurons. We've got it all, man. Bare knuckle boxing, shootouts, black ops, interrogations, amputations.
No. I mean, something like... Well, you know...
Fetishes?
No, come on. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. Think I'd be doing this job if I could read minds?
I want to know what it's like to kill somebody.
See? Wasn't so hard. So, got some classics from the last Corp War, or armed robbery if you're looking for something fresher. What are you looking for?
What have you got?
Virtues?
Any special kind?
Well, let me put it to you this way. Those who know don't need to ask.
Looking for BDs. A particular kind.
Particular? You a badge?
Give me the best of the best. Ones with the death's head.
Didn't know I was dealing with a connoisseur. Death's head'll cost you, though.
How about a discount for your newest customer?
Only give regulars discounts. If you're short, then fuck off.
I'm no connoisseur, trust me.
Sure.
All I need to know is who makes them and where.
Now listen, I just sell whatever sells. Nice, calm job. Let me see some eddies, you can pick one. Parse it, and I won't care a hair.
Where do you get these scrolls?
People that make these, obsessed with privacy. Never even occurred to me to ask where they're from. To which caution I probably owe the fact that I'm still alive, talking to you.
Got anything that might interest me?
Pleasure doing biz with you.
Hop in. Let me get everything prepped. You make sure the wreath's snug on you. You'll watch while I edit in real time. The old one, too.
Ready when you are.
Want you to describe what you see. Might catch something. Editing mode's good to go. Stick around all you want.
Scab woman. Who knew that sides chopping people up, they were scrolling XBDs? Ordinary box. Decker, Tanaka, and Rogers logo. Standard for a trash heap. Ordered recently. Christ, it's hot. Thermal readings are off the charts.
Keep looking.
Radio's turned way up. Probably to drown out the screaming. Heard shit like that before. Sounds like scabs to me. Scav. Gotta be. No one else with that kind of fashion sense. Electric cork patch on the coveralls. Coveralls had a patch on them. Electric cork.
Could be a costume. A prop?
Factory worker fetish? Hard as hell to believe.
Did it explain the higher thermal readings, too? You could be onto something.
Can't beat that rich synth cough aroma. Cheap shit. Cold, too. Buck a slice. Coffee was cold. Like, from the day before. Pizza looked fresh, though.
So?
Means someone's grabbing buck a slice regularly. Which is not something one does for the flavor and fresh ingredients. Pizza shares its DNA with styrofoam. Nobody's gonna schlep across town for it. Okay. We're looking for an electric core power plant located near a Buck-a-Slice.
EC used to have a big old complex in Charter Hill. Buck-a-Slice checks out too. How can you be sure though?
Here we go. Old electric core power plant in Charter Hill. Gotta make do with that for now. Nothing else to garner from this school. No time to lose. We gotta go there.
Definitely. Ride with me?
Let's get going.
On our way.
Still can't shake it. That virtue sample we saw with the Death's Head moth. If all they scroll is snuff, then...
Stop it. They'd have to be utter gonks to waste her on something like that.
What do you mean?
We're talking about a girl who's not only a natural at what she does, but also has got a doll's implant. I mean, that's not a package you find lying out in the street. And here we are.
We going in?
Find us a way inside. I'll hang back, scan the subnet, see if there's any blueprints of the complex lying around. Join you as soon as I find something. Let's link on Hollow till then.
It's not gonna be pretty in there.
So? If you mean to tell me to hang back altogether, don't bother.
All right, going in.
Come to mama. I'm bored.
Got the blueprint. Be there in a sec. Try to find a way to the lower levels.
I'm over this fucking...
Ready or not, here I come.
Found a way down. You see my position?
Yep, be there in a sec. Wait for me. Hey, hold up. I'm close. I'm here. We need to get to level -2. Bet that's where they're keeping her. Hear that?
Evelyn?
That shirt. Without a doubt.
Relax. We'll add our DNA.
Well, well, not bad. One sec. Got something that'll keep him busy. After that, we slip past him. Okay, now. I see a way down. Careful. Beautiful. I think that's a maintenance room. Let's see what I can stir up.
Gutted out all her implants. And why stop there? Took a few internal organs while they were at it.
How so very resourceful.
Scabs. No matter how many you stamp out, there'll always be more crawling around somewhere.
Figure you've made their acquaintance.
Afraid so.
You can't hide forever, George!
Where are you?
Close to the studio, I think. You find anything useful?
Freed up the elevator. Should be easier to get out of here. You really don't fuck around, do you? Wait 1 sec for me. All right, I'm here. Let's find her. Hang in there, Ev.
We find you one way or another.
What was that?
That's Evelyn. Just don't touch her. If she's recording, you'll scramble her brain. Wait until I cut her link.
I see her. Cable 2.
Grab it and tell me when you're gonna yank it. I'll break the link at my end at the same time.
All right, let's do this.
Wait for my signal. Here goes. Ready? And... Thank God. Evelyn, you hear me?
Hey, Evelyn. I need you to tell me who hired you.
Seriously, V? You gotta do this now?
She okay to be moved? No brain hemorrhages, damage to the spine?
Doesn't seem to have any wounds. Guess we got no choice.
What's wrong with her?
Honestly, I don't know. Jerking around the cable probably didn't help.
Let's get her somewhere safe.
Fast, too.
Which way?
I sealed the doors and managed to power the elevators.
Elevators it is, then.
Come on, is it really that hard? Please, just one. For me?
Smoking's for posers, and it stinks too.
Say whatever the fuck you want, but just light up.
No.
Non-smokers are the fucking worst. Just my luck. We going in?
What's there to wait for? Didn't go through hell and back just to stand in front of a door. Ah, shit!
She's sleeping. At least I think she is. Her eyes are closed and she's not shaking anymore. I would have already killed her by now if I didn't feel so bad for her.
How's she feeling?
Use your imagination. That place sucked every last drop of humanity from her. It's not enough, she already gave up everything she had. I just kept taking more and more. She's in some kind of trance, like she's folded into herself. No reaction to her surroundings whatsoever. I really didn't want to poke around in her head. I did it for you. I just want you to know that.
I need to talk to her.
Listen, I know you've got some serious questions that she's got the answers to. I mean, if I were you, I'd want to know too. But it's just not gonna happen. She's completely out of it.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
You're mad at her. Why?
When you asked me to scour her behavioral chip, I was just about done dealing with your shit.
Judy, I didn't have any...
I know. It's okay.
So I don't get why...
You'll find out in a sec. I'll show you the virtue I found.
How many BDs did you manage to rip?
2. Only one of them's intact. Understandable, though. The rest... well, they're in the same shape as Evelyn right now.
Guessing you saw them already.
Yeah, had to wrestle to make sense of the whole thing. But I don't want to say anything and taint your perspective. You should go in with fresh eyes.
Okay, show me.
Give me a sec while I set the parameters.
Guess we'll find out if our doll really did lose her tune. Come on, V. I'll be the first to admit, this does not look good.
Hey, how you feeling? Need anything? Not here to nag. Just talk. I know it's a bad time, but I gotta ask. You got any idea how to remove the biochip? Or know anyone else who might? Listen, Evelyn, I really need your help. It's important. If I don't do anything, and do it soon, I'll die.
You're right. This is a complete waste of time. Well now, look at you.
Have a seat.
All right, roll it.
Data was in pretty rough shape. Not all that editable.
Huh. Glad you managed to salvage him in the first place.
Needs a second to load. Quality's lousy, but I did what I could.
What am I looking out for? Every single piece of tech I see? Security?
We need a layout of the whole room.
Take a look around if you want.
I think I recognize these.
What are they?
Vive markings.
You familiar with them?
Not enough to know what they actually mean. Heard of who might use them, though.
Who?
Could be the Voodoo Boys, but that's just a hunch. Can't be 100% sure.
The spine-chilling Netrunner crew? Hard to find, because they don't want to be. I wouldn't know where to start.
Can't see her face.
Every single piece of tech I see? Security?
That kind of
We need a layout of the whole room.
But not this time.
We will get
Whoever
everything
she
else we
is,
need from the
she's got
virtue.
serious net running
What about his
skills.
messages?
That, or someone's
Only if
working
you
it
can
for
do
her.
them. Parfait, Boris. It's most important that he suspect nothing. Try to be your usual, relaxed self.
And if he starts talking about the biochip himself, should I...
Biochip? Where you hear this? That is not of interest to you. You certainly verront it.
Yes?
Might not be important.
Maybe, but all of them are from Pacifica. Narrows down our search, at least.
What now?
Looks like I'm going on a field trip to Pacifica. Alright, think we got everything.
What do you think?
Woman who hired Evelyn. Any idea who we're up against?
Your guess is as good as mine. Sorry, V.
Now we know what happened at Clouds. They're the ones who tried to flatline her. Launched a nuke at her chip.
So it was punishment? For getting played by her?
She knew more than they thought she knew. Couldn't let that go.
So that's who she was running from.
Looks like Evelyn never told us the whole truth.
You're telling me? If I'd known what she'd gotten herself into... I'm so mad at her.
Her only job was to record a virtue. Pretty damn amazing she managed to organize a full-blown heist. And swipe the biochip from under her boss's noses.
So that's where you came in. She hired you. And brought this all on herself. On you two. There's one more recording. Wanna see it?
Sure, why not? Nothing can surprise me at this point.
Oui, lui aller. Nous t'avons raison, moi c'est tout intelligent pour ça.
What language is she speaking?
Dunno. Haitian Creole? It is the Voodoo Boys.
Didn't I... Wait, let me see if I've got an auto-translator. Meantime, you try to tune into the phone's frequency. See what the other side's saying. Got it. Give it a second.
Heard her mention Yorinobu.
Probably why Evelyn buried this recording deep. Caught another name. Something like... Silverhand?
We have to know what they're saying. Could be important.
Fine. Just found the auto-translate package. Should get along fine with your system. I'll install it now.
Bien.
Ou pensez mademoiselle a fait nous un problème?
On n'est pas enragé. En plus, c'est le plus bon moyen nous gagner pour nous arriver sur Yorinobu. Faut que nous prenions chance là.
Okay, Judy, we're good.
All right, disconnecting.
I don't get it. What's this have to do with Johnny Silverhand? He died, like, forever ago. V, you got any idea?
Biochip we stole? It's... got Silverhand's engram burned onto it.
Engram?
Digitized psyche. Personality construct. Can you give me a minute? Need to go over some stuff in my head.
Of course.
Know who they are, who the woman is? Any idea how we find them?
Fuck, V. I've been dead the last half-century. Sorry if I'm unable to hand you all the answers on a chrome fucking platter when you snap your fingers.
These people, what could they want from Alt?
How the hell should I know?
Got no notion whatsoever?
One way or another, everything leads back to that Netrunner. Finding her's our biggest priority. If she knows as much as I think she knows about the chip, she can help us out.
Thought you said nothing could help us.
Nah, just find us that Juju Wirehead, okay?
Wait, you got any idea how to get in touch with the Voodoo Boys?
Why? Worried that I'll give Evelyn up to him?
No. I didn't trust you at first, but... Well, if you wanted to get back at Evelyn, you would have done it already.
So why the worried look?
I want it all to work out for you. You got a plan?
I'll ask around. Make a few calls. Let me put it this way. The Voodoo Boys wouldn't trust a cat if it walked onto their turf. But someone's gotta know a way in.
Well, good luck. Hope you won't need it.
Thanks, Judy.
No, V. Thank you. You're a good person. Evelyn could never see what was under people's skin. If she could have gotten to know you a bit better, then... who knows? Things might have turned out differently.
What's shaking?
Need to make contact with the Voodoo Boys chief if you can swing it.
All right. Straight to heavy business. Now, that'd be Maman Brigitte. Be tough getting a word into her.
I was led to believe you could arrange anything.
Ah! Now that sounded like my third wife every time she wanted a new purse.
Maman Brigitte? That sounds like a spooky cult alias.
Have not had the pleasure of asking her personally. But it is what everybody calls her. Doubt the title has any real religious weight, though. Voodoo Boys play pretty fast and loose with their Haitian heritage.
Really don't do any biz with them?
Not with the chefs, shepherds, priests, and whatnot. All got dirigible-sized egos, won't talk to lowly me. But if you insist, I can ask around, try to set something up. I'll just need some details first.
Sorry, it's personal.
Well, that's fucking helpful.
Got something they want.
Truly? Want to sell something to the VDBs? Trust me, they don't want it, they don't need it. They're isolated, insulated, they got their own contracts, tech, networks. But, have it your way. Okay, I'll see what I can do and get back to you.
Oh, interesting.
V, consider this your lucky day. You hear Pacifica call and you make sweet love to it, that is.
Got something for me?
Well, it's like I said. Whatever you're peddling, the VTBS are just not in the market. But they have another task that needs doing, so I volunteered you. Do it well, and you'll get your audience with Brigitte.
What's this task needs doing?
What? You're gonna go picky on me now? The contact will fill you in on the deets. I got zero from him. Actually, got the impression I'd have to pay for every word out of his mouth.
Okay, so who do I talk to and how?
Hit the chapel on Sloan. Look for the altar inside. Someone will touch you, nod to you. Something spooky.
Got it, thanks.
Hey, V. About to start. You gotta take a piss or something? Now's the time.
Thanks for your concern. Let's start this rodeo.
Can't just yet. Not till you get in the range. Go on, set up, chop chop. Alrighty, how many we got? Just 6? God damn. Well, no point crying about it. Rules are simple, right? There's the target, shoot it. Don't matter which one, go on and shoot your neighbors. Most hits wins. Meaning hits on the target, not your neighbor. Oh, right. Small caliber iron only. Don't go showing off with your fucking assault bangers or no rocket pukers, got me? First prize is a pistol. But, a real nice one. It's fucking nice, I'm telling you. Anyway, enough words. Worked up. Ready? 3, 2. Hey, the hell's that? The hell you doing with that double barrel? It says small caliber only.
Forgot my iron. Must be in my other jacket.
That's where you keep your gun in a holster. A holster! Get the fuck out of my sight, now!
Fuck, Choom. Chill. I'm going.
Pearls before swine, for fuck's sake. All right. 3, 2, 1. Target! Hit the target, not the wall! Looking good, Rudy! Go, go, go! Halfway there, V. Get a grip, for fuck's sake! The hell was that, Lisa? Forget your glasses? Seconds. Last chance, V. Nothing like the smell of powder and hot lead. Stop! Everyone stop! We're done. First place, Rudy. Second, Lisa. Rest of you hacks are a disgrace! For crying out loud! Sorry, V. Thought you'd cream the competition, but guess you're not as sharp as I thought.
Clearly having an off day.
Know the feeling. Been having a bad day for a decade now. Contest didn't do shit. Didn't sell a goddamn thing. Nothing.
Should try not calling potential buyers Bush League.
Yeah, maybe, but... Fuck! Gun's something you gotta respect. You don't know how to shoot, don't do it! Take care, V. See you around.
of zoonotic disease.
Animal pa pa attaquer jou funéral là. Mwen certain. Oh oui? Sorti nan ki sa? Respect? Non, calme mon boss. Yon nan air conditionné. C'est nous qui transpiré comme non. Yeah, maman.
doors open, drag the bodies inside.
I told you, dog. Afterlife's all about rep.
How's things?
Go in.
Get you anything?
No. This trouble, the net around me, you wrote it. You know it. I lost everything.
Let me be
you.
plain. Again. Solve your own problems. Clean up your own shit.
Go fuck yourself. Be careful who you bargain with.
Rogue? Wanted to talk.
It's okay. Not here, not there. Who are you?
Name's V.
And what is it you want, V?
All these years, it's really her. Fucking Rogue, just kicking it back on a couch at the afterlife. Don't mess with her, she's got MRIs. See right through you. Give her the truth.
The girl. What was her gripe?
Why didn't you ask her? Might still be around, sniveling in a corner.
Need your services. Gotta track a guy down.
Mm-hmm.
Anders Hellman. Hotshot engineer, worked for Arasaka.
Millisec. Anders Hellman. Pinpoint him for me?
Thanks.
Jumping too soon. First, my help's got a price. Second and third, Dexter Deshawn, Jackie Wells, T-Bug. Multiple bells ringing, V. Left a lot of bodies behind. Death walks in your wake. Chalk that up to bad luck?
There's the bitch I know. Ask her about Saga Tower. How they shot me up right in front of her.
They knew
Pick up
the
the
risk.
pace.
All sorts of shit happens. To all sorts of people. Even to the best. To you too, Rogue. Arasaka Tower. Remember? Who'd you lose back then? Johnny something?
Ah. You came prepped. Of course. Anyways, feelings be damned, I've always said. This is pure biz. You need my help, so get those eddies ready.
Mm-hmm. See?
Should be enough.
Mm-hmm. Come back tomorrow. We'll talk.
Hang on just a little longer, Chu. Ripper's on the way. Fuck. Oh, rotten luck. Why aren't we at the hospital? Might not come after us here. Ah, fuck. Say something, Shem. Anything.
What do you mean you're not coming? You're coming, dog. You'll be here in 5 minutes flat or... Fuck!
Ah, you want to have a good time?
Shit!
You are V? We have been waiting.
What gave me away? It's the hair, isn't it?
We have had eyes on you since you entered Pacifica.
Making sure I didn't get lost?
Well, who dit ça?
Couldn't meet somewhere else? Not big on funerals.
Do not be frightened, étrange. This funeral is not for you.
You my contact? Someone finally gonna tell me about this job?
I'm just the man in the middle. You will learn more. Soon.
Interesting biz strategy you got in Pacifica. No details, no names, no one knows a thing.
Your name we know. That is enough.
You screening me? See if I came alone? What kind of chrome I got? There's some kind of test?
Most people we work with we knew as babies. We know they're angels. You, we do not know.
Who died? Got something to do with the job?
You think we put together this funeral special for you?
Want to talk with Brigitte? She here somewhere?
No. Shopping center by the intersection. Go to the butcher shop there. Ask for Placide. He will tell you the details.
Pas sauté tant qu'on l'a toujours fait.
My Creole's a bit rusty.
Yo parle 1000 langues dans la cité. Nous-mêmes, nous parlons seul grain.
Shit luck, right? All those and I don't know yours.
Comme translation, ou pas maton.
You actually sell meat out of here? Seriously?
Ou actuellement vle acheter kek?
Qui ça l'a fait là?
La PC vin intelligent li semble.
Looking for Placide.
Placide. Gade ici là.
Dodo ti petite maman. Dodo ti petite
Vle
maman.
entrer? Gade nan caméra. C'est ou même.
Si ou pas dodo, crabe la va
Placide,
manger.
gardez là.
Si ou pas dodo, crabe la va manger. Maman ou pas là, aller dans marché. Papa ou pas là, aller arriver. Si ou pas dodo, crabe la va manger.
You Placide? Want to talk to your boss?
Qui ça ou vle?
You know, heard a few things about you. The Voodoo Boys. Best runners in town. At least that's what they say. Though nobody really knows what you do on the net.
This is good.
I mean, bleeding edge black soft, corporate data heists, waging war on Netwatch. No one mentions chickens. Here I thought selling domesticated fowl was still illegal. 6 years poultry supposedly had the plague. Now all of a sudden, poof, it's clean.
This not for sale. What you want?
Told me at the chapel you're the one to talk to. Mr. Hand sent me. Said you got merc work needs doing.
No here. Come with.
Where we headed?
This way.
Tourne na villa. Nous c'est Pacifica.
Welcome to Pacifica. You know Pacifica well?
No. You guys aren't exactly great at rolling out the welcome mat for outsiders.
Was to be its own city where suits would burn their eddies. A closed circle. The corpse feed the sheep, they spit the cash back out. All the toys here are grown from Coco cash. Our interest is now in the GIM, the Grand Imperial Mall. Pacifica's biggest, ugliest temple to greed. But never finished. Until last week, it was deserted. Empty.
But now?
The animals crawled there, made a nest.
Deuxième. Qui différence qui gagne?
Hey, Placide! Mwen gen sa ou te bay lot.
Ok, mwen pal vini, Peter.
Qui moun ki te sa? Qui moun ki te te? Pas de besoin. Gen lòk.
Allez là là,
C'est côté les jouets.
Pas bon non pour yon.
Moi jouer ici là. Comprendre?
Let's go. That crowd now.
Placide! Où est au mimi?
Ah, Jodia.
Mais où t'es?
Vita, Emily. Moi pas plier. You deal with animal before?
Yeah, a few times. You want the animals out of the gym? Extinct? That why you hired me?
You learn everything soon.
I mean, it makes no sense them being here. Middle of Pacifica, no backup, cut off. It's your turf. Hell, even badges don't patrol around here.
Uh-huh.
They trying to provoke you? Make you do something stupid?
They do not leave GIM.
How many we talking about in there?
30, maybe more. Vinina, we talk here. You sit.
When do I see Brigitte?
You do job. That is first.
Whoa, what the hell are you doing?
Well, at least he's not likely to talk your ears bloody.
Evelyn Parker. Ring a bell?
Not one of us.
She did work for you once. Got a feeling we're not gonna become best friends. No chemistry.
I will survive.
Why not send your own goons to the gym?
This not our way.
How's that been working out for you?
Work good. Good more than bad. Your Quom shaman, it is Victor?
You two know each other?
No, no need. This hardware is shit. You should replace.
Oh, so now you're a Ripper Doc too? That at all relevant? Or just a cheap scare tactic?
I need you to be able. I need know. This chip. It have no signature. What is it?
Besides that, everything's okay?
Neural net problem. Cortex spikes. Other trash.
Any of that a deal breaker?
I asked you about the chip.
Chip's why I'm here. Why I want a word with Brigitte. Doesn't look at all familiar.
It should. Why? I see only it is damaged.
Got a bullet to the brain. Hasn't worked since, that's how. Huh. Haven't asked about my experience, what I can do.
We are not cop. Do not offer career. You do for us only one simple thing.
Once inside, what do I do?
The camionette. 2035 07. 3 seconds before, poof. We try to learn where the camionette come from.
Van's definitely a custom job.
I see you not know also.
Hey, just trying to piece facts together. You record all this on your own?
Local cam signals, corp sats, we capture to all.
But from inside the gym, squad, right? Tech looks pretty advanced. Doesn't scream meathead to me.
They watch it very close. It is important, whatever it
Placide.
is.
Batman Kelly ap desen ankoy.
Femme Butler.
Time for a break? Think you might be needed.
They will manage fine. You focus.
Animals aren't the play here, are they? They're hired muscle. Someone else needed them. Someone with a van full of Netrunner tech. And that's where I come in? To sniff out who?
Start with the camionette. Hide from all eyes. Only see the situation. You have now synced with Rezo Agwe, our subnet.
Why? What for?
You are my vessel now. To Agwe, I see what you see, hear what you hear. I will guide you to GIM.
Another voice in your head. Just what the Ripper Doc ordered.
We know who the runner inside is. What he wants.
This I hope you tell me.
So, aim to keep an eye on me. Shows trust. Alright. Anything else I should know?
Find our people near Mall. They will show you how to get inside the beast.
My pay. How much we talking, and how am I gonna collect?
And say you not in this for cash. You in this for problem. Do GIM for us. Brigitte can solve it.
Uh-huh. Except then I found out you need me to be a bullet trap on enemy turf. That means my fee's just gone up.
We will see. No promise.
Got it. So I do this and you put me in front of Brigitte, right?
Yes. Soti at end of the hall. Go down. My people will let you pass. We are done.
None too fond of strangers here, are ya?
People like you. Stick out.
Meaning, best watch it.
Mm-hmm. Wise.
Brigitte even know we're supposed to meet? Or did you cook this deal up all by yourself?
You speak with Chefin when time is right.
So, voodoo boys. Why? Don't seem to believe in voodoo.
Don't know. Ask those who call us this.
Mean to say you call yourselves something else? And you ain't gonna tell me, are ya? Right.
B.
All ears. What?
I check stability. The link on your end clear?
Mm-hmm. Seems so.
Sit down, cocksucking fuck! Not fucking good!
Tore right through her!
Not fucking...
мы тогда тут делаем, солнышко? Да. Ну ладно.
Pathetic.
What was that?
The human brain remains active for up to several minutes after decapitation.
They are my people. Talk with them.
V,
They know you're watching them?
this is our turf, our home. We need not to be ghosts here.
It is you. Must be ghost. Be silent. Invisible.
Know the way in? Was told you would.
Yeah, garage in the back.
But shh. Quietly, yeah?
Anything interesting happen over there?
Since we are here, all quiet.
No one in, no one out?
Well, they went out for supplies once.
Get to work. If you must, finish them one at a time. Don't be. What the fuck?
Okay, I'm in.
I see. The camionette. Check it.
Right.
Camera and corridor. Avoid it.
It even work. Said this place was abandoned years ago.
Now it is not. Fix the eyes.
And I'll give you
Wait, who was that?
Who you think? The runner we won't try to engage. With the extra ice we give you, it's fine for now.
So, he knows I'm here.
Lion down! Kitty, kitty, meow. Come on. I swear I won't complete.
Fun fact. Bloodstains can be removed using one easy trick and vinegar.
Hey, don't be scared now. Bitch, you about to get skull fucked!
Please jump.
Tear her to pieces!
According to traditional Christian doctrine,
Got that shot! Don't let up!
don't stop.
Oh, no!
stains can be removed. Easy trick. And vinegar.
In sight. Okay, at the van, but no sign of the runner.
I see what you see. No chatter.
Well, I got you here. Mind telling me what we're looking at?
Data flow map of Pacifica. They hunt Agwe.
Who is they?
Netwatch. They always out to fuck us.
What are they looking for exactly?
Internal data forts. If they crush our ice, they take Agwe and the entire net. They return to the dark time of Botmos.
But you've probably got what? Web crawlers, code mirrors?
We do. They also want them.
How bad's it look?
I do not know how much data they pull, but their map is not complete. They still not have source validation.
Okay, so what's on me to do?
You must reach the agent. Easy now to find him. Look at the map. He is in cinema.
Step away now. This isn't your fight.
Mad.
What? Placide what?
God. Pushed out. The runner know you are here. Hunt him.
Can't you scorch him via the net? He's gotta be jacked into the van.
I cannot piece his protection. You must find him. Face him.
Okay. So what do I do once I find him?
I will tell you. The Asian man tries to cut you off. There is a gate behind the camionet. I will open it. Eyes open now.
What's going on?
You have company soon. Scan it right away.
We're handed.
Provocation. Taste my leg.
Got her! Ready for some fun?
More deep.
Proceed. What's going on?
Let me try to scramble you. Keep focused. I have it. But I cannot hold it long. He is him somewhere with alpha animal. Deal with him.
think she's had enough.
Invade him. We need access to their data. Clear? You must first.
Proceed.
Whoa, hey, easy.
What did you do?
Well, now we can talk in private. Just severed the connection to the rest of Pacifica. Gives us a little time.
Just a second ago, you tried to flatline me. And now you want to talk.
Flatline? No, just discourage. But it looks like I underestimated you.
Okay, no more fucking tangents. Fess up. Who are you?
Bryce Mosley, Netwatch Special Agent. Can we talk? Had a Spectre on you, didn't you? Saw and heard all you did, you followed his orders. No idea what the voodoo boys are paying you, but our pockets are deeper.
Sorry. Don't work with corpse.
Come on, everyone does. I bet you have too. Could verify that right away, actually. But we don't need any distractions, do we?
Think I'll just stick to my plan.
Hey, V, you all right?
Give me a sec.
You look just like him a sec ago.
Thanks. Wasn't asking. What happened?
What do you think? Voodoo's were blowing smoke. You got duped. Made you their goddamn kamikaze drone. Guess that's your reward for lending him a hand.
Could have been Netwatch that flatlined me. VDBs might not even know I survived.
Right, then Placide's face ought to light up like a Christmas tree when you show up alive. Come on, let's head to Batty's and get this shit settled for good. Grumpy motherfucker. Hope he likes surprises.
would you rather me?
Vous écrasez, là. Oh, fuck. Il est vivant. You wish to talk to Placide? Is that what you want? Because I can take you.
Lead the way.
Rentrez.
I thought you dead.
What the hell happened?
We lose the link. That was not our plan.
Saw you zeroing agent tags. Don't tell me you didn't know what was going on. Don't tell me I didn't see what I saw.
You walk into Warzone. You got hit. It is that simple. I had to free my people. They are most important to me. We tried to save you, but Mosley, he was stronger than we think.
Brigitte, want to talk to her.
Well, now you talk with me.
I did the gym job. That was our deal. You and me, our biz is done.
I say, we must head under. This is not over. Netwatch will return.
I hope you will not lead her to the crypt. She is Ragnan, nothing special. You see these guns?
I saw them. Sorti Konya, fait tout le monde sorti.
You must be Brigitte. Hard woman to find.
You have something for me.
You know about the biochip, don't you?
Yes, and we must check its condition.
How much you know from my scans?
More than Placide, I'm sure.
You recognize the biochip because you've been looking for it.
We must examine you. If you survive the gym, it is at the chip's cost.
You want to dig around in my head? I don't know. Starting to have some trust issues with you guys.
You came to us in a bad time.
That's supposed to be an apology?
You will get apology when you say how much you want for the chip. If it is in good condition, of course.
Chip's already taken some damage, that's why I'm here to begin with.
It does not function.
Not that bad. Problem is, no one I've talked to can yank it out without risk of death. Seeing as you commissioned the thing's theft, figured you might know a way to help.
How do you know all this? How did you find us?
Evelyn Parker. Name ring a bell?
Ah, the doll. The whore. You found us because she led you to us. She has proved not completely useless after all.
Listen, can you help me or not?
Yes, of course, but not here. We will go to the crypt, where you must give us access to the chip. Once we have the data we need, we will do our best to help you.
Seriously. Haven't done enough for you already.
There is no other way. To remove it, we must first examine it.
Because if you fuck up, you're left empty-handed? That it?
I gave my word. We will help you.
Then, after you.